It's a pullback in day in a lot of asset classes, and as usual, crypto goes along with it. There's no non-correlation that's really ever been demonstrated, I don't think. So that's a given that it's down. Have you been gratified that 30 seems to have held a couple of times, and the new range seems to be, I'm talking Bitcoin, the new range seems to be at 30 to 35,000?
Yeah, we're consolidating it here between 30 and 35. And what we're seeing is Asia sells it off, and then the U.S. buys it back. We're seeing new money flow into crypto funds, to venture funds, to hedge funds. And so there was lots of buying at the beginning of the month, and you saw altcoins, Ethereum, a bunch of the other coins besides Bitcoin have really good moves. And then the Asians continue to sell, right? I mean, China's declared war on crypto as part of this broader Cold War that we're getting into. And so I think that we're still digesting that.
The latest in terms of the regulatory front, I mean, China's one thing, but you saw the comments from Senator Elizabeth Warren. It's not the first time that she said it, but she wants more scrutiny to protect investors. That's going to continue till Gensler and company address it to some extent. Maybe that'd be good if they finally do.
I think when Gary finally addresses it, it will be good. Listen, he would love to regulate all the crypto. He doesn't have the mandate, right? He needs Congress to give him the mandate, and it's a pretty tight Congress. We'll see what they end up doing. But I think even if you had the mandate, once you had the rules, I think that would be a relief for the market. Listen, the one thing we learned, and we're going to spend a lot more time ourselves down in DC, our politicians, as smart as they are, know very, very little about crypto. And, you know, shame on our industry. We need to do a better job educating them.
Yeah, and once that happens, what is the right regulation? And ETFs are probably coming. What that would probably help at this point? Is it months away? What do you think?
No, I think it's probably first quarter of next year. Is just my intuition. It could be fourth quarter of this year. But it feels a little further along. You know, you get into a new job like Gensler, there's a whole lot on your plate, and how you prioritize things. I'm guessing a Bitcoin ETF wasn't at the top of his list. I know they're working on it. There are 13 or 14 applications. They've got to get to it. I do know Gary wants to be smart and be seen to be smart. And so he will get to this stuff. Whereas, you know, the old, Chairman Clayton just didn't want to deal with crypto.
As far as China goes, that's a concern for Jim Cramer in terms of Bitcoin. If they want to do something, is China concerning to you? Is there still a lot of interest in the Chinese people peer-to-peer with Bitcoin, or is the activity really being dampened there?
Xi has made himself clear. Anything that he perceives as a threat to stability of the Communist Party, he's going to smash out. If it's Jack Ma or crypto or Didi, and so. You know, I think we all have to kind of re-gauge how we approach China. Listen, Chinese people get their money offshore when they want their money offshore. The last president of China, his kids all had U.S. passports. You know, this is not a place not used to figuring out how to operate, you know, below the radar. And so I do think you'll still see plenty of Chinese participation in crypto. It's just not going to be as